got big heads and we're just like, we don't mind.
And we're here to headbutt you. Get with it or get headbutted.
Did you hear what she said? Okay, guys, let me just introduce this girl, okay? So, first of all, thank you for coming back and tuning in for another episode of More Gloss, Please. Today, we've got Yinka Bokinni in the building. Yinka is a DJ, she's a blogger, she's a presenter, and she's just an all-round amazing personality. So, I can't wait for you guys to get to know her a little bit more. She's like family to me, so I know her loads. But yeah, so Yinka, can you tell us a little bit about yourself, what you do?
Yeah, I work for Capital Xtra. I have the evening show. So I'm on Monday to Thursday, 7 till 10 p.m. And then I do the Saturday breakfast as well, so I'm on the radio quite a lot. I also work for music too. And I'm a writer, so I've got a blog which I sort of handle and I write. It's mostly word vomit. But like, so
what's word vomit?
It's like me chatting rubbish on the screen. Yeah, like social commentary and stuff. So like if like topics are trending or like, you know, my opinion on certain things, and it does quite well. So that's good.
That's amazing. Like Yinka, I feel like out of all the people I've worked with, I remember meeting Yinka for the very first time when she came into my store to be one of the models for my Model Monday. You know, she's fine or whatever. So she came in. And literally your personality is so infectious. Like you literally walked in and everyone was just busting jokes.
Yeah.
Where do you get that from?
Obviously I think that I'm hilarious. Yeah. Like I laugh at myself. But no, but people are always shocked like when they meet me that I'm kind of the same that I am on radio or the same that I am on telly.
No, I think you're better. Like I feel like
thank you, me too, you know?
Like I hate this girl. Can I just say something, yeah? If you ever thought like, you know, you're having issues with your confidence, can you just listen to the girl? She gasses herself all day to the point where you'll be gassing yourself like, yeah, I'm a baddie.
You've got to be your biggest fan.
Yeah.
But I've got 4 big sisters, so I'm from a huge family. I've got 6 siblings, and before you ask, we all have to say mum and dad.
I was going to ask.
Yeah, they didn't have a telly. They just they had each other.
Where are your parents from?
My mum's Irish, my dad's Nigerian.
Okay.
And
what's it like being half Irish and half Nigerian?
Well, I don't know anything else, but I know it's like loud, like very loud, and a lot of alcohol to be drunk.
Yeah, because Irish people and Nigerian people like to get, you know, they like to have a lot of fun.
So every day's a party.
Oh, that's so sweet though. Okay, so yeah, you were saying about...
Yeah, so I've got 4 sisters and they're all older than me. Mm-hmm. So like imagine having your fan club just like in your WhatsApp group or, you know, in your mum's house or whatever. So growing up, I never really had the time to be insecure because they're like, no, you're buff. So that when I'm 13 thinking, oh, like, I'm just trying to stuff my bra because I ain't got
And
no
I guess
boobies.
if you had older siblings, you guys all went to similar schools, so you always had backup.
Always had backup. And then I've got 2 younger brothers who just gassed me. So like everybody in my whole family has like gassed me for so long. But yeah, and like that's why people often like ask me like why I thought, oh, let me be a presenter. And it's like, imagine having 6 siblings out, nobody listens to me, like they all just talk over me. So now you have to listen because it's my show.
They all have to listen to me. No, but I feel like, well, your career's doing amazing at the moment.
You.
Like last year, I know you hosted at Wireless. Mm-hmm. You DJ'd at Wireless as well. Mm-hmm. Can you tell us a few more things that you've done that you probably never expected to like have gone that far?
Do you know, it's so weird, like I'm not the sort of person who takes count when it comes to things that I've done, like, but I think that I should more because it's so mad to see how far you've come from it just being a dream to it being reality. Like last year at Wireless, I was like the only woman on the main stage.
I remember.
Yeah, you were with me.
I did her makeup for main stage at Wireless. And it was just like us 3 girls, well, myself, Remy and you, and then bare guys, like just all the guys in the industry walking around us, like everything. That was my first time doing a main stage at Wireless. I'd done other stages before, but to think you were the only female DJ presenting, that's nuts.
the only female act booked on the main stage last year. We're back this year. I'm hosting on the Friday where Cardi B is gonna shell it down.
Wait, hang on, am I doing your makeup?
Obviously, you can come. She only wants to come for the party.
I need to come and be like, hey Cardi, how are you? Or whatever.
Just give her a little flick. But yeah, so like Wireless is like a huge, it's a huge sort of that victory, I would say. Not that I'm in a battle or anything, but it's just like, and even being on like primetime radio, commercial radio, is a definite win for me, and that's like
At what stage did you realise, okay, cool, like I'm here, I'm actually doing the things that I said I wanted to do, and can you describe that feeling?
I think it was my year anniversary on Capital Xtra. So when I first started the show, I was really, really nervous. Like, obviously I would be nervous, but I'm not the sort of person who kind of gets stage fright. I don't really get fear like that because I've got 6 siblings. There's public speaking at dinner. You know, there's bare people there all the time. So if you want to tell anyone a story, you've got an audience. And I remember my first ever show, I kind of like stuck the mic up and I spoke so fast and then put it down, and I was just so scared. And it happened for ages until one of the producers was like, you know, you've already got the job, like you don't have to be scared, you know, like we like you. And then I was like, oh God. And then so when I'd been there for a year and I'd kind of settled into it, and then we started doing events. So I remember I opened up for Craig David, and that was the first time.
Craig David.
7 days. But yeah, that was the first
Rendezvous is like my favourite song of all time, so I would have been starstruck.
But and that was my first ever like live set that was played out on radio. And then Capital Xtra took me to Croatia to go to a festival where I broadcast there, and I did like all these challenges, and it was like something Boateng and that. And you know, that was kind of when I that was almost 2 years ago, because I've been there almost 3 years now, so it's been 2.5 years. But that's when I kind of...
That seems like such a short period of time for you to have like... It's like everything escalated so quick. Like...
No, do you know what, yeah? I think that a lot of people, they would think that like, oh, okay, so I'll get a job on this station and then that's it, I'm gonna blow. Whereas like, that's not really how it happens. Like, you know, you can get a job here and then get on TV, and then it just depends on where your goals are. Like for me, being famous isn't like my goal, because I always think that like I might meet Beyonce.
But you're getting more famous every day.
Yeah, but I think more. But it's a symptom of doing well. You know, you become more known the more people listen to your show.
But you're saying basically that's not what drives you.
No,
you're not here for the fame.
No.
Okay.
I'm here for the freebies though.
You heard?
No, but like. It's like I might meet Beyonce, maybe I'll get to interview her, but I'm never gonna be Beyonce, you know? It's like that's not my goal. I can be the Beyonce of Peckham.
By the way, I forgot to intro her as she's literally the Beyonce, the baddest bee of Peckham. So if you're from Peckham, Yinka Bokinni is your boss, yeah?
And if I'm not, just keep it to yourself. No, but yeah, so it's like, it's mostly like, I enjoy sort of having the conversations with people and connecting with people and talking about things that get people either excited or it makes them laugh or it gets them involved in the conversation.
What are your like top 3 interviews that you've done? For different reasons. Let's say favourite person, best interview in terms of how the interview actually went, and just someone that you never thought you'd ever work with.
Mine are like, they're not, like my favourites are not the huge mega stars. It's more like J Hus is my favourite interview that I did.
Oh really?
Yeah, because
J Hus seems like such a cool dude.
But you know what it is, yeah? The reason why, is before he came into the studio, I had seen a lot of interviews that he had done with other people, and they were terrible. Like they were really, really.
What makes an interviewer terrible?
No, he was terrible. Like not the interviewer. Like, he was terrible. I've told him this is fine. He knows. Like
J Hus, I'm sorry.
3 days. But yeah, no, I like he was terrible. Like he wasn't really engaging. He would just be like yes, no, or whatever. So when he came into the studio to talk to me, I thought, okay, so I need to get this guy to say more than one word. Like that's my aim. My aim is to have a conversation. And then we ended up speaking for like 45 minutes. The video got like 100,000 views in a couple of days.
Wow, amazing.
So that was like, I felt like I did a good job, if you know what I mean. Another interview that I thought wouldn't go that well, but it went really well, was with it's with Sean Paul. So like,
oh, I love Shut
Up. But now we're best mates. I swear, I've met him like 4 times.
Oh wow!
He brought me patties the last time and coffee.
But see, this is what I mean about Yinka. Yinka will walk into a situation or walk into a room, and you give people that feeling of feeling completely comfortable.
But I like
it doesn't shock me that all of these celebrities would end up being your friend. Like you're just nuts. You make people feel.
No, do you know what it is? I think that if you're a celebrity, if you're like a star and you're doing a press run,
right?
It must be really boring. You wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning. You go on this breakfast show, that breakfast show. They're all asking you the same questions. So when they come to me, I just try to make it like a little bit more fun for them. So usually before the cameras go on, I'll tell them like a joke or something, so that when the camera starts, we're already laughing.
So you guys are already in the zone.
Yeah. Do you want to hear the joke?
Yeah, please.
Okay.
Please.
Why did the monkey fall out of the tree?
Why did the monkey fall out of the tree?
Because it was dead.
I'm done. I'm done. And moving forward, that will be my icebreaker.
But then they look and they're like, what? And then the camera's roll and I'm like, you're on Capital Xtra, you got Yinka, and they're really smiling.
They're like oh, just like this girl's actually nuts. No, but it's amazing. So we've spoken a little bit about interviews that you've done in the past. What advice would you give girls out there, especially younger girls that want to be in your position, don't really know how to navigate to get into it? What would you tell them to do?
Well, I feel like I was quite lucky at the time that I decided to sort of get into presenting, because I worked for Rinse. When you had Tania, she's one of my mates, and she was saying that she was at Rinse FM, so I was there at the same time. I came after her though, so I came like a year or so after she joined. But at Rinse, when I was there was me, Maya Jama, Julie Adenuga, Cyan Anderson,
but it's not
Tania.
Because everyone that you've mentioned has blown.
Yeah,
like, they've gone.
So obviously there's something in the water at Rinse FM.
Rinse, what
you
y'all doing out there?
they're good at fishing for talent, you know? So I feel like I came up at a time that was just really special for female presenters, but we didn't know it because all of us were just having such a good time. I remember when I first joined, I didn't even know you could make money from being a presenter. I remember.
So why did you do it then?
Because it's hilarious.
Okay, so this is your genuine passion.
Yeah, like because I did law at uni, and then when I graduated, I thought, oh, that was a waste of time.
Wait, can we have a minute of silence? You said that your dad's Nigerian, right?
Yeah.
So how did you go to uni and do law, and then come into a big, you're Yoruba, right?
Yeah,
a big Yoruba uncle that you now want to stop what you're doing to go and start presenting on the radio.
It was a stressful time, trust me. I remember I said to him, I was like, listen, pops, please. Yeah. And I was like, yeah, and I was like, listen, you know, obviously, I didn't even go to my graduation.
Because you didn't go to your graduation?
I made one friend at uni. Yeah, I don't even know where they are now.
So wait, you didn't go and do the picture with your dad?
No.
I'm done. How are you here? How did you survive that?
No, but he has my degree, like it's in his toilet hanging up. So if you go to a poo at my dad's house, you can see it. But yeah, no, I said to him, I was like, look, yeah, dad, and he was like, obviously I already broke the ice with the piercing and tattoos, so he already knew that I was a bit of a wrong one.
You were different.
But I'm a good girl though, so you know my sisters were rebels. You know my brothers, like one of them's a bit of a road man. But
you was a good you.
Yeah, I'm a good you. Like I just stayed at home reading Harry Potter. You know what I mean? There was no boyfriends. There was no. It was college, uni. Then I was like, hey, you know, things gonna change. And I remember I said to him at first, he was like, why do you do it on yourself? Because obviously he hates my tattoos. And then
doodle. Oh my god, doodle as in like when you scribble on papers. No, I'm done.
I tried to get him to get a matching tattoo with me, and he kicked me out of his house and locked the door. But yeah, so I said to him, you know, I know that I did maritime law, so like shipping and coast guard and contracts and stuff. And
right.
That's like where you can make the most money. And then I kind of like was considering getting a training contract, but I didn't want to, you know, be tearing my hair out because it makes me so sad to do it.
Yeah.
Because it really doesn't fulfill me as a person.
Right.
So I said to him, like, give me a couple of years. If I'm like terrible and I fail and that, then I have like a very, very good foundation. Mm-hmm. But just give me the couple of years to try and be happy, because for me it's like, you know, he moved to England and like married a white woman, you know. He brought up his kids in London, mm-hmm. even though I'm Nigerian in my heart. And even though I, you know, I'm intertwined with the culture and the food, mm-hmm. and the language and the people, mm-hmm. I'm from London. Mm-hmm. So he has to understand that he raised English children. Mm-hmm. If he wanted to raise a Nigerian, you've got to take me back. You've got to take Lafayette, Lagos Island, and raise me there.
No, 100%. They have to understand that we're not in Accra, we're not in Lasgidi. Do you know what I mean? Like, the things that their expectations of us versus reality can be so drastic because it's just we're still British kids at the end of the day.
Yeah. I'm like, you married mum. I'm saying she's blonde with blue eyes. I'm saying you can't exactly expect me to come.
It's funny because I feel like, of course, I can see that you're a light-skinned girl. Like, you're clearly a mixed race girl. But how is it being mixed race, half African, half white, in this industry? Because I know some people may perceive you as like a black girl, or perceive you as looking at you as like someone who looks fair skinned and white, mm-hmm, but your behaviour and everything about you is quite urban, mm-hmm. very black, quote unquote. Yeah. So what's that like? Because I'm sure you've probably faced.
Yeah.
And can you give us an example of something?
I get a little bit frustrated sometimes, like not enough to like come to your mum's house and slap you, but like just a little bit frustrated, like when people tell me what colour I am, because for me, I identify as a black woman, and I know that somebody watching this may see it and disagree with me, but they haven't, you know, walked in my shoes or like, you know, worn my wig or whatever.
What makes you identify as a worn your wig? Tired.
Well,
what makes you feel like you identify as a black woman?
my mum,
obviously standing next to you right now, you look like a white woman. I'm proper.
It's because I'm doing up Khaleesi, that's why. No, but
shout out to the hair. This hair is laid.
Blue Ribbon salon, trust me.
Nah, Blue Ribbon done their thing. Like you look banging. Anyway, yeah. So go on.
So what it is that my mum was like a sick individual, like big up mumsy. So obviously she's white and she had 7 black children. Yeah. And like we've all got Nigerian names, hence Yink Daddy, and yeah. So what she did is that my parents didn't have enough money to take us to Nigeria. The flights are very expensive, you know. We've all tried to go to Ghana for Christmas, and paid the mortgage deposit.
Bruh.
So what she did is that she tried to ingrain us in Nigerian culture within London. So all of like now. All of my friends are Nigerian, if not Ghanaian, and they're Nigerian, because those are the people that I grew up with. The birthday parties, even like, you know, we used to do lessons after school. My dad used to teach everyone in the neighbourhood, down to like Gary and peanuts for breakfast in the morning. We used to go to Yoruba school. So it's like only now, because of Twitter, and only now because it's a hot topic, are people coming to tell me what colour I am. But I'm like, my mum has always shown me, because bear in mind she's from Ireland, so all I've got to do is like just hop across the ocean and I'm there. It's 25 minutes on a plane, and I'm in like, you know, the hills of Kerry, and I'm looking at cows and there's no buses, and it's very stressful being there. But I got all my white family was very accessible to me. So what she tried to do is make sure that we knew as much about our black culture as possible, which I think not a lot of white parents do. My name is Ola Yinka Bokinni. You can't tell me that I'm white.
It's just what it is.
Yeah. If I run through my family's names, we're gonna run out of tape.
Right. See what I mean about this girl? Like, I'm pretty sure you guys are at home right now just cracking it up. But yeah, no, that's beautiful. I feel like it's great that you identify as black, but I feel like you've got a very good understanding of both sides of who you are.
And also, I know myself. I think that's...
It's like my parents would do that as well. Like my mum would be like, when you're at home, you speak Tree.
Yeah.
Because when you're outside, from morning till night, you're playing with your friends, you're at school, you're speaking English.
You got little Johnny, bangers and mash.
Exactly.
That's
so
what they are.
when you're at home, you're Ghanaian. So it's like that Ghanaian thing inside of me will never go, and I speak my language fluently. So yeah, and it's definitely good.
It's all the way from...
I hope we can do that for our kids.
This is what I'm saying.
This is the scary bit.
That's why I'm going to go back to Yoruba school. Because I'm rusty. I can understand. You understand because I can't like generate the words anymore. You know, like to think of how do you say that. But if someone says it to me, I can translate it. In my brain.
But I find that with a lot of my Nigerian friends though. Like Ghanaian people, generally most of us can speak Tree, but like my Nigerian friends normally can't speak Igbo, Yoruba, and like they can't speak it.
Yeah, but they
understand it very well, and they act more act than us.
Yeah,
it's weird. But we the Nigerians are just.
That's because you guys are mad soft-spoken.
Really?
I go across, yeah.
You know this girl, yeah? Can we just have a moment of silence? Because one thing about Yinka, one thing that connects us, is that you're in a relationship with one of my cousins.
Yes.
And he's in the industry as well. Yeah. So, like, you know, we're like family. But the amazing thing about it is, you gonna be Ghanaian. We are Ghanaian.
Listen. Oh, wait. Afishampa. Is that Happy New Year?
That's like Happy New Year. But my dad, throughout the whole 2 weeks of Christmas, everything's a free shopper.
Yeah.
Like, he'll say it for Christmas, he'll say it for New Year.
That's what I was doing in Accra.
Literally.
Yeah.
Like everything's a free
And then I'm
shopper.
like, they start replying. I'm like...
So you were in Ghana for Christmas and New Year's, right? How did you find it?
It was so amazing. Like, it's the first time as an adult that I've gone to West Africa, and my family were angry.
They wanted you to go to Nigeria,
yeah, but
right?
who with? I'm just gonna turn up in
Lagos. You can't just
listen. I'm like, Burna Boy, call me, darling. But it was absolutely amazing, and it was proper sick, and we spent 2 weeks there. I went with, you know the whole crowd of Londoners who went to Ghana over Christmas?
Right.
That I was one of them, but I just stayed off of Instagram.
Just grabbing highlighter, guys.
Just gone to, secure the glow.
The beat down.
But yeah, so I went with everybody, and it was so much fun.
I'm so mad I didn't get to go Ghana.
I actually told you should come.
Yes, everyone was like, you should come. And I remember I decided really late that I wanted to come, and then I looked at the ticket prices,
and I was
convinced my phone was broken. So I thought, I can't book this flight with a broken phone. So it was just crazy expensive.
Yeah, it's so expensive. But it's like, for me, like even with my relationship as well, like I think I've made it
clear. How is that going?
Oh, it's blessed. She's like, yeah, bridesmaid. But even with like my relationship and stuff, like I am the kind of person who, I talk about it quite freely because it's definitely a big part of my life. Like me and my partner live together. But it's a thing of, you know, you probably won't see me post him.
What's the reason for that though?
Well, he doesn't have Instagram, and also I just feel like there's so much of me that I give online, you know, like with Twitter and Instagram and my thoughts being out there, and then, you know, you can, if you tune into radio at any time, I'm probably on the radio now while you're watching this, because I'm always on it. Yeah, I'm just there, that's my voice is gone. But yeah, so like, I feel like I'm always so freely available that when it comes to relationships that I hold dear, I just want to protect them a little bit.
No,
and I think that when you publicise too much of your personal life, that's when it gets a little bit tricky, and that's when it can get to the point where, you know, you're inviting opinion, or it's like, just, you know, unnecessary things that I don't really want everyone to know.
No, I completely
That's why I don't have
agree with
Snapchat.
I completely agree with you, and I feel like where you and your partner are both in the industry, not to mention he's a big dog in the industry.
It's not most that though, because I know that he tweeted me the other day and everyone started getting excited. It's not him. No, just so you know.
But to be with someone so influential in the industry, how is that for you?
It makes no difference to my life, like at all, because I feel like I'm already a G, like, so
you're a bad B.
Yeah, if I'm already a bad man, yeah, like it's fine, like, because nobody comes that you can't add to a cup that's already full.
Yeah.
You know?
No, that's, oh my god, I love that.
So it's like I'm already.
You can't add to a cup that's already full. Guys, write that one down, because that's actually a good one.
Yeah, because I'm already fine. So it's like, but yeah, so it's like sometimes I get a little bit frustrated.
But I can imagine people must try to get in your business.
Yeah, like I think I have quite a good balance. I try to not always be so serious online. Most of the time I come to like rant. So I try not to be so serious all the time. But I get frustrated because I feel like I understand the wanting me to be available and wanting me to chat and wanting me to talk to you. But
I can imagine your DMs must be crazy.
They're popping.
Because that's the thing.
Your favourite rapper's favourite rapper.
No, I'm done. You know, like where you're in a relationship, but it's not overt, like it's not in everyone's face. Yeah. So a lot of guys who maybe aren't so close wouldn't know, and so would still try sliding.
Yeah, but like I just decline the messages.
A decline.
Yeah.
I don't really get. If you watch it, she's taken.
Yeah, no, so she will be forever.
Just stop.
But
okay, just stop.
No, but it's not as much as you would think. Like I don't think that, like, I'm not the type of person that people would, you know, send like a dick pic to or something.
Oh no, not the crazy ones.
No, or like they don't even send like the aubergine emoji. I'm not that person.
Right. Don't aubergine us. We're very busy. Can you give us, like, let's say, like, where do you want to be this time next year? Or like, at what point do you feel, two questions, where do you want to be this time next year?
Yeah.
And what would make you feel like you peaked?
Well, to be fair, like I don't feel like I've made it or anything, but to be able to pick what you want to do and be making money doing it is already enough for me. Because I don't see it as like, oh, I want this many followers or I want this many, like they kind of just come, they come with it. So yeah, like I think this time next year, I just want to like still have my job, would be nice.
You're gonna have way more than that.
But like also just sort of, I've started doing TV this year, like small bits and bobs, so hopefully I'll be able to do more of that. I want to like continue with my blog because I think it's actually sick, and if you've got the time to read it because it's kind of long, but I want to write more, like it's just like small practical things, and yeah, just to continue to be like not like booked and busy.
Honey, like, you are booked and busy. You're on the radio every day. You're presenting this, mate. Like this summer's peak for you.
Yeah, this summer's gonna be really good. Like I'm
gonna do her lips. Let's see if she can talk.
I'm pretty sure that so obviously we've got Wireless Festival coming up. We have got Southwest 4. We've got Fresh Island.
Sick.
We've got there's something else that I'm forgetting. I'm probably gonna get in trouble now. Boateng, basically. So summer's really good, and obviously just more. So, Great Escape in Brighton.
Okay.
I'm going to for music. So yeah, just continuing to sort of like be favoured, to be honest.
That's amazing. I feel like basically, to close, I just want to say, I think you're amazing. I think you're super talented.
Yay.
I feel like you're a breath of fresh air. And I'm not even just like gassing you up. But
You know
I feel
me.
like, no, I'm not even gassing you up, but I feel like for me, I want to bring people in and interview them because they inspire me in some way, shape or form, and you're definitely someone that I look up to, and I just think, you know what, you're doing your thing, and more than anything else, you're wearing your own skin and you're proud of who you are. It's a beautiful thing.
I'm going to cry and ruin all this bake, so...
If you dare.
We should stop.
You're going to catch these hairs. No, but you're amazing, girl, and thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
Guys, just wait whilst I do this lip because she's gonna pop, okay? So guys, this is our finished look. Yinka is done. We gave her a little rose gold on the eye, and then to match like a rose gold sparkling glossy lip. And yeah, so tune in for more Gloss Please coming at you every week.
And make sure you subscribe because she's...
I always forget to say it. Guys, please subscribe to my channel because we've got loads more things to give you.
Exactly. But thank you for having me.